Hello, welcome to another new video. Oh my goodness. Okay then, people. This one is, what we're going to call it. What are we going to call this? I don't think it's called anything nice at all. But in this video, I'm going to show you my brutal method of attaching these. I'm not even going to call them pesky because they're not as nice as pesky. These are cruciforms or universal joints, universal drive shaft joints. Not the best things to put. What am I doing? Messing around with a nut, man. Get the nuts in the end and move on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put these I'm going to keep calling them cruciforms because that's what they are. Universal joints. I'm going to attach these to the drive shafts. You know, the infamous metal drive shafts, which went together really easily, I must admit. They went together like a dream, those drive shafts. And now we're going to top it off with these universal joints. There's two methods, people, two methods to do this. It is the dry method. It's when you just do nothing except use bony fingers and a tool. Okay, that is the dry method. If you want to use the other wet method, it incorporates heat. Heat is the main thing. That is, you can use it from water, hot water, to warm up your joints, or you can use flamethrower. Use a flamethrower to warm up your joints. But hot water is the safest method, or even a or a hot air gun. Yes, you could use a hot air gun. But on this particular video, I'm using the dry, painful method. And if there's anyone out there watching this video, which is a bit of a question, can someone design, like a third party, can a third party please design a handle for this glass reinforced plastic tool? Please design a handle. It'll make this job 100 times easier. And yes, I did say job. It's not fun doing this. RC and modeling, especially modeling, is supposed to be fun. This is not fun. This is a job. Drive shafts, a job. Unless you have no issues, then it's fun. E-clips, they're easy. They're not a job. What else is there? What other pesky little jobs is there? Oh, wishbones. If you get two the same, it's a job. But if you get left and right, it's fun. If you get a manual that's not damaged, it's fun. Oh well. Anyway, sorry, I keep going on about stuff that's not related to this video. Okay, so we're doing universal joints, cruciforms, aka these. We're using dry method. I'm using my bony fingers and my screwdriver to attach these. All you've really got to do is get one end. If you can get one end in, then you just use your tool. I'm going to say carefully, not like me. Use it carefully because I used the brutal method of force. It kind of worked. Except for that. That is, didn't go in. It sprung out. So this is what I mean. If you use the warm-hot method, or warm method, not hot. If you use the warm method, you soften these up, which makes it a lot easier to get the cruciforms to fit in place. Because you don't want this to be a job. You want this to be fun. Everybody wants RC to be fun. So let's think about what we're doing. I think there's a slight burr on it. This is why it's snagged on it, you see. I think that one does have a slight burr on it, which does hinder the pin from sliding into place, you see. Hinders the pin. So what I've done, I've swapped my trusty tool for something with a bit more girth on it. What I'm trying to do, let me try and explain what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stop the universal joint from wobbling. So if I can stop it quite substantially and have a little bit of pressure behind it, I can force the opposite side into place, you see. With this dry method of construction, see, you can tell I'm getting into this because I've just rolled my sleeves up. If anyone ever rolls the sleeves up on a job, you know that they are serious. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so you see what I mean? It works. The dry method does work. It's not difficult. It's not a difficult task. But if you use a hot air gun, we'll say hot air gun or stove, as someone did mention in a comment. They used a stove to warm theirs up. That's not a bad idea. You've just got to avoid melting the plastic, I think. You don't want to melt the plastic. It's not good. You don't want to melt the plastic. So anyway, so technically it's rinse and repeat. If you can find a very good method to use on these, I've got my method. I've got my glass reinforced plastic tool without a handle. I'm just using my extremely sore, bony fingers at this point to push the universal joint into place. They do kind of snap into place. And this tool is very good. I mean, I did used to use my little 5.5 spanner, which was nice and thin, but it was a tiny bit too short. Oops. Okay. That's not an issue. That's not, don't, move along. That's not an issue. Just let's carry on. Actually, no, technically that's not an issue. It's not a problem. So, where was we? Oh, yes. I was saying about I was using my bony hand and fingers to push this glass reinforced plastic tool in place. So I reckon some clever person could easily design a handle for this glass reinforced plastic tool. Would not be difficult. Actually, could use a 3D printer. Yeah, I've been thinking about 3D printer. I think I could expand my hobby using a 3D printer. I think I could build more stuff. Yeah, definitely. I think the building of stuff with a 3D printer would be possible. That would be very good. They are very good nowadays. I could design my own handle. I could be the third party dealer selling glass reinforced plastic drive shaft tool handles. Yes. I don't think it'll be hard. I mean, all it's got to do is hold the tool in place instead of it digging into your soft skin. Yes, definitely. Yeah. I mean, because this is not a difficult task to put these in. It's just the tool digs into your hand. But anyway, people, let's not dwell on my pain because that's not the video. My pain is these universal, I think they're called universal assemblies on the Schumacher website. Universal assemblies. Or universal joint assemblies. Let's get it right. Universal UJ. I'm sure it's UJ Assemblies on the website. But yeah, they are very easy to put in. These UJ assemblies, very easy. Just either, okay, let's recap. Either warm them up, either with heat or hot water, definitely heat. You will need heat, okay? That is the warming up method, heat. Or the dry method. I mean, no one likes the dry method. If you get it in dry, then I don't think anyone likes that method. But anyway, see my hand is suffering. The dry method is making my hand suffer. Here you go, look. I have discovered a handle to help me. See, my hand ran out of juice. My hand ran out of, technically the tool was digging in and it's quite painful. But anyway, you might not have the same problem. You might have very butch hands, which you can use to get this tool in quite nicely. But anyway, as you may notice now, we have the gearbox. I have been waiting for several parts for this gearbox. I did order the Eccentrics, the alloy Eccentrics. They do, I don't know if they improve the setup of your gearbox or not. The plastic ones are quite well made, but I have noticed a price difference with these ones and the classic ones. There's a bit of a price difference. I don't know why, because they're exactly the same. I think they are exactly the same. I've not noticed any major difference. But anyway, sorry. Yes, I've been waiting for parts for this gearbox. I got the Eccentrics at this point. Yeah, get them out of the way. Let's not damage them. Yeah, I was being lazy. Okay, this is my lazy bone coming into place. I couldn't be bothered to take the differential out of the gearbox. I should have took it out to do this. I couldn't be bothered, so that didn't really help. Well, it did actually, because it helped me hold the differential in place while I shoved this on. You almost might notice that I've got the standard clutch in place. I did order the Pro slipper, not the clutch, the lay shaft. I was waiting for the lay shaft because pre-build, I got a bit carried away, and the orders for the upgrades weren't coming through. So I thought I'll put it together, and stuff started coming. The Eccentrics came. I thought, oh, I can put these on. And I thought, no, because I want to put my Pro lay shaft in. So at this point in the video, or the build, see, I've even got my alloy bearing holders. These are aftermarket bearing holders, which do fit. But you just got to be careful if you go for aftermarket, because they might catch on the back of the slipper. So be very careful if you do that. These don't catch. These are a nice fit, but they're very, very, very close. So if you do get some, be careful. So where are we? Yeah, so this standard clutch is not going to stay in the gearbox. It is a very good clutch. I might use it on my Top Cat custom build. But saying that, I've already got another Pro lay shaft, so I might not. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this clutch. Might put it in a box. Might just not use it. It's very good. If you're not going to go with a Pro clutch, then this clutch is perfectly fine. This is an identical copy of the original clutch from the early 90s. It's very good quality, very, very good copy. So my build, I will not be having the standard clutch. I'll be having the Pro lay shaft and Pro clutch, which is the same as the classic, I think. Yeah, it's the same as mine. Mine was the classic clutch, Pro clutch. It does fit, so it's not a problem. So at this point in the video, I'm waiting for delivery of that. So this is why the gearbox isn't assembled. And this is why I couldn't be bothered to take the differential out. So I left it in. I thought I'll get these annoying universal joints on while it's still assembled, because the screws that hold the gearbox together are quite tight. Make sure you got a decent screwdriver, people, because you do need to butcher these in. They are quite tight. And if you go for converting your screws, then you might need to drill the side plates to get them through. Now, if you go hex titanium or hex stainless, you may need to drill. But I think that's about it. I think that's about it on this video. The eccentrics are ready to go. They're ready to go on. These are quite well made, very light. I'll give you a bit of a pro tip on this one. When you set your belt up, don't go too loose because it will slip. Don't go too tight because you might bend your lace shaft. All the details or all the information you'll ever find, it will say a 1 or 2 millimeter flex in the belt. That means when you push it down, it will move 1 or 2 millimeters maximum. So that's a tiny pro tip. I will show you that in the gearbox construction video, which will be next. Okay then, people, thank you very much for watching my pain with these universal joints. And we'll see you in the next one, people. And laters.